We are live on Facebook.
We are absolutely not live on Facebook, but let me guess, there's a delay.
Yes, Steve. Now you're catching on. It's surprised with the old age that you're getting up to. Now, Steve.
Doctor say what he wants.
It's funny, Chase. It's a good one.
Hold on, not on.
I guarantee you we're not on Instagram, though.
Not yet. But soon.
Wow, I've never been on Facebook. That's kind of cool. It says the words while I go. It reads it for me, Chase. Are you live on Instagram yet? Look, it says exactly what I'm saying.
Woohoo! We are live on Instagram. Stevie, what day is it?
Today is Throw It Out There Thursday, guys. Whoa. So, we're going to go over to Justin Smith himself to see what we're going to talk about for Throw It Out There Thursday or for Next Tech Tuesday. But let's go over to none other than Justin Smith.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on right now.
Where to go?
And
where to go?
He's just missing.
I found Chase's blind spot, which is pretty much everywhere. Just saying.
Yeah.
What are we talking about again?
Throw It Out There Thursday. We're going to talk about what we're doing for Tech Tuesday, though, which is drawn on the board behind you, Justin.
Thank you very much for the outline for today's show, Steve. I really appreciate that.
I'm here for you.
I apologize I was not around for Tuesday. We were actually at the Highlifter Mud Nationals, and we were trying to actually do a show over there where we were interviewing a whole bunch of influential people because that place was stocked full of them. But the service wasn't good enough for us to host it, so we apologize. The best we could do is what we did on Tuesday. But because of having been to the Mud Nats, which is the first time for me to see that and see that event, which is amazing. Also, thank you to Scott and Rachel for your amazing hospitality, putting us up, having us involved, and those are the owners of Highlifter, and trying to make everything work out just right for us. You guys are awesome, and we're going to see you next year no matter what. With a new influence upon myself with what the guys go through in the mud, we're going to devote Tuesday's Tech Tuesday to the engineering, design, and geometry around portal systems and how that affects your suspension in a good way or bad way or either way. But having learned what I've learned, most of the mud guys do not care about the geometry, they just need the height. So we're going to go over all of those advantages too. And behind me, you can see the beginnings of what we're going to start talking about on Tuesday. So if you guys have any questions with regard to portals, geometry, effects, good or bad, save them for Tuesday, and we'll go over all that and talk to you guys about it. But today, Throw It Out There Thursday. Your questions are what are important to us, so we can answer those. Remember the rules, though. Get right to it. Don't waste our time. Give us your name and what you're driving and where you're at. Just nail it and get right to it on the questions. Chase, also have a rule for you. I don't want you to say one word about what your name, where you're at, or what you drive is. Can you possibly do that, Chase?
I can do it.
Oh, I know you have somebody. But Chase, are you willing to put some money on that?
Sure.
All right, how much you want? If you screw it up, what's it going to cost?
He just got a phone call.
$25,000.
His phone just rang.
Yeah.
Of course it did. Thanks for turning the ringer off. But anyway, how about $20?
$20.
$20 if you say it.
Yes.
It's a sweet bet. If he doesn't say it, I don't lose anything. Just saying. You got somebody or what?
We got a live one.
What do you got?
I don't know your name. What's going on, man?
I don't know your name. I don't know what you're driving, and I don't know where you're from.
All right.
I've got a NMX3 Max, and I got a couple questions. What are you guys doing temps down, and what do you guys recommend for a bulkhead for the front of the cab?
So the volume on Chase's phone isn't turned all the way up. I didn't quite hear everything you said. I know that you, so please ask that one more time. I apologize. What are we doing on an X3 again? What was it again?
I think you said keeping heat down, right?
Trying to keeping heat down on the CV axles and bulkhead for the front.
Okay, so CV temperature is directly related to ride height. So if you've got the ride height set too high, then the CVs are going to overheat and you're going to have issues. If you have the ride height on your X3, what size tire do you have?
30s.
30s? So stock. That means if you've got a ride height taller than 16 to 17 inches, so let's say you're at 17 or 18 inches off the ground, then the CVs are going to burn up. If you have it lower than that, then you should never have a CV problem. Are you lower than that and still having problems?
No, I think I'm probably just a little higher, probably about 17, 18. We raised it just to kind of give us a little more ground clearance. We have a lot of tall beams, so we were bottoming out quite a bit on the yeah.
Okay, so the extra ride height that you threw in the car is what's causing your CV temperature issues, guaranteed. You're gonna have to lower it. There is no way to stop the temperature gain from that extra ride height. You can't change the grease and make it better. Well, I mean, you can put better grease in the CVs and you can make it a little bit easier or better, but temperature is always gonna be there if you keep those ride heights up. You might wanna consider going to a 32 or a 33 inch tire, which will get you 1.5 inches more ride height than you currently have. So you go from 17 or 18 to 18 or 19 and then lower it back down to 17 or 18. By doing that, then the CV angles are dropped and your temperatures are going to go down. You're not going to smoke the CVs again, but you still have the ride height you want.
Okay. And what would you guys look for a bulkhead?
So front bulkheads, there's a lot of people that make killer bulkheads. Steve, what are a couple of them other than TMW, Geyser, S3? Who else is making a killer bulkhead?
Is it CA Technologies? Is that what it is?
But I don't know if they've got a full support kit or not on CA. There's a lot of them out there, but I mean, of the 7 or 8 that are building a good kit, the ones that we work with the most are going to be TMW, Geyser, and S3.
S3, yep.
So choose one of those 3 if it was us, and you're going to have a perfectly tied-in kit.
Awesome. Thank you.
You got it, man. Take it easy. Steve.
Justin, I do have a good question. If someone, so it says, do you have billet radius rods for the XP 1000 turbo? We only have chromoly, but he wants to know if when we release the high clearance, would he be able to just buy the lowers?
Yes. So in short, yes, the answer is yes, but the reason is if you already have a kit on the car, we're going to sell just the lower by itself so you can upgrade it. We'll also have a complete kit that's all designed together too, so yes.
We got Rick Tomar on the line.
And what else, Chase?
How you guys doing? I'm Rick. I'm up in Florida, and I got a 2021 Turbo S.
Right on, Rick. What can we do for you?
I saw on the Instagram today that you guys got some, got your new radius rod for the Turbo S.
Yes, sir.
Are you guys going to come up with a high clearance radius rod for that?
Yes, and I apologize. And we've talked about a high clearance radius rod that we're coming out with for some time. It just seems like we run out of time every time to finish the design and testing on it. We are coming out with it. How long is it going to take us? I would love it to come out in the next 30 days, but the truth is everything around here takes twice as long. So if you can wait 2 months, then we're going to have it. If you can't, then, and I get it, then go ahead and buy somebody else's raised or high clearance lower radius rod. But we are coming out with it, so that's the answer.
That's good. Well, I'll wait for you guys.
Hey, well, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Make sure you send your t-shirt size.
Okay, I got one more thing.
Yeah.
Springs on a friend of mine's 2020 Turbo S, and I had to crank them down an extra inch. When I got them all installed, I was at 15 inches on the front end.
Yeah.
I took them off and moved the crossover and the preload down 1 inch and brought it up to 16.
So 1 inch doesn't bother me on our spring kit, but if you start getting into 1.5 inches or 2 inches, then we would want to change the spring. And if you go and run it and put 300 to 500 miles on it and it hasn't lowered, and the ride height is maintained, then I would keep the spring that you have on it. If after some time, if it's lowered down a little bit after the first go around, if it's lowered down more than that, give us a call. We're going to send you a new upper spring with more rate and cure that right away.
Excellent.
Hey, thanks a lot for signing in, man. Appreciate it. DM us your shirt so we can send it.
All right, I'll do that. Love your show, man.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
He called it a show.
Okay.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah. Whatever you say.
Called it a show.
Yeah. Does that make you feel better?
I thought
Does
we
that
were
make
kind
you
of
feel
more
like,
like-
you're, I don't know, running this thing? Like this
I feel
is
like
all
it.
you're doing, or what?
No commercials, live every day, every week.
Just chase interruptions in between. Can you imagine if we had a real cinematographer, a real editor, and somebody behind the camera that didn't talk back?
Justin, we do.
Josh.
What? Oh, wait. There he is. We got Josh. Get ready.
If he can only learn to talk and film at the same time.
It'll happen. That's a little bit of training. That's all it takes.
Very true. Time killed the cat.
I wouldn't even say training, Josh. I just think a little bit of time and you're good to go. You guys got any good questions we can cover? Otherwise, we're just gonna walk around, take a look at this Cowie that's in the shop today. So spring kit, obviously. Oh,
I got a bogey.
Chase, what do
Zachary
you
in
got?
the building.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Going good, Zach. Thanks for signing in, man. What can we do for you?
Hey, so I'm up here. I've got a 16 XT turbo up here in the Pacific Northwest of Washington. What I was looking at is your guys' front sway bar.
Yep.
But my question was, I've got a winch on my machine here, and I didn't know. I bought the machine used. It doesn't have a front sway bar on it. I was worried about front clearance issues with the back of that front winch.
I got the answer for you. We actually make a winch plate that's kind of universal for all the winches that are possible to bolt into your UTV with our sway bar. So if actually that winch plate, where's Mitch? He's more my expert on that one, but I think that was for an XP.
Yes.
So you said XP Turbo, a 16 XP Turbo, and it didn't have a front sway bar. So that would be the same as a normal XP. So you would be purchasing a front sway bar kit for an XP.
14 to 16 XP 1000.
14 to 16 XP 1000 would fit your turbo. And you can get the winch plate option on our site. There's an option for that. Click the winch plate, and then you can take the winch you currently have and it'll adapt to the new winch plate and the new sway bar bracketry, so you won't have any issues with that.
Okay.
I don't know how Mitch remembers everything in our catalog of parts, but he freaking does. It's like savant stuff. Mitch,
Yes.
I'm gonna test your knowledge.
Uh-oh.
What is the preload and crossover height of a 2018 XP, just an XP?
2 1/4, 4 1/4.
Nope. Steve, is he right?
2 1/4, 5 1/4.
Oh, whoa.
I'm passing it on.
Oh, okay.
2 1/4, 5 1/4.
Let's
2 and 8.
2 and 8.
Hold on.
Or 4 and 10 on the older
sit
ones.
next to each other.
We're brothers, remember? Brother, come here.
All right.
Brother, where art thou?
Okay, I have more trivia. How about, I want to know preload and crossover, Mitch first, for a 19 XP Turbo. Spring kit. Our spring kit.
19 XP Turbo.
Yes.
Walkers or Fox?
Oh, look at him. I'm going to go Walkers.
2 1/4, 5 1/4, 2 and 8.
You agree?
I will do Fox if you'd like.
I would like to hear Fox.
2 3/4, 5 3/4.
Mitch, do you agree?
5 and 11.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, I'm going to go, how about this? We're going to go. How about
13 Arctic.
General 2020 General XP 1000 4-seater.
New Walker.
New Walker.
Ooh.
I don't even know that.
I stumped you.
I haven't done one yet.
Oh, Mitch.
I believe the front is 1 3/4 and 3 1/2. The rear is all 1 1/2 and 3, I believe, is what it is.
So
but I might be wrong.
nobody here to fight him on it. That means he wins. So if I pick stuff that you don't know, Steve, then Mitch always wins. I'm gonna go one more.
Fair enough.
How about a Yamaha YXZ with dual adjusters?
So the X2.
An X2 shot.
X2?
Yes.
Front is 2. No, it's 1 3/4.
Steve's out. Mitch,
Yeah, I don't remember.
Mitch knows it. I can see it.
No, I really don't know.
I don't remember.
You got me on that one.
We're tied. We're tied.
The experts don't know YXZs. I apologize.
Oh, I wonder why.
What do you got, Chase?
We got Ryan Lawrence on the line. Ryan, what's going on, man?
Hey, good. How you guys doing?
Doing good, Ryan. What's up?
I got a 2018 XP Turbo that's supposed to have dynamics on it. I bought it used.
and it actually has Fox internal bypasses on them that I had you guys do the gold on them.
Okay.
Springs are all changed out and all that.
Cool.
Now, is that going to be a big difference on having the dynamics on it? Is that going to make my ride way better? Since I already have shocks that are done by you guys.
So are you talking about putting dynamics adjusters on the bypasses that we've already done?
It is a dynamics machine without dynamic shock on it.
Correct. But I guess what I'm asking is, currently you've got a vehicle that has the dynamics computer, dynamics sensors, dynamics loom, but you have a set of shocks on there that don't have live valve adjusters that the loom can plug into. So in essence, you have shocks that we've done that would ride the same as anybody else's bypass turbo car. It's just that you have all the stuff in the car that you could add to it. So what exactly are you asking? Does it ride better than dynamics? Or do you want to add dynamics to the shocks that you have on there that are currently not dynamics?
Well, just go buy a set of shocks and then put them on the car.
So
I wasn't sure if that's...
I got you. So I would not buy dynamic shocks and put them back on the car. They're not going to ride as good as the bypasses you currently have that are tuned by us with not dynamics on them. But what you can do is you can take the bypasses that you have on the car and you can upgrade those adjusters that are currently a high and a low speed adjuster on the compression side, and you can put a live valve in them, which is, Mitch, how much are live valves? $300.
Steve, how much are live valves?
Live valve adjusters?
Yes, a complete live valve.
A complete live valve adjuster, $300 a piece.
Okay, so for $300 a shock or $1,200, and someone getting inside the shock to put that adjuster in there, which for us would be $100 a piece, or anybody in town can do it. It's not very hard. You then could run dynamics, all the computer and everything you have in your vehicle on those bypasses. Okay, that would be sick, and that would be a next level to what we've already tuned for you. You'd have the ability to turn them up and down on the dash. It is honestly possible, man. Those adjusters are interchangeable, and we can do that for you.
Boring.
Oh, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
You got it, man.
You
Thanks
got
for the
it.
question. That was a good one, actually.
Was
That's
it?
pretty good.
Okay.
Nobody's ever talked about upgrading older stuff. Steve, what do you got?
Justin, we've got a question from a gentleman that just got his car done on Tuesday, and I lost it because there's so many comments. Okay, he's got an XPT, okay? He said each click on the IQS is equivalent to how many turns on the clicker?
2 full turns. So, all the way soft on IQS is the same as turning your compression adjuster all the way soft, all the way lefty-loosey, 0 adjustments. When you turn IQS to the middle position, which I forget what to call it. I'd never remember.
Soft, or it's
It's soft, what?
medium,
Soft,
but
medium,
it's
and firm?
IQS firm, yeah.
Okay, so IQS calls it soft,
does.
medium, and firm. Soft is adjusters all the way lefty-loosey. Medium is the adjusters 2 turns in, and firm is 4 turns in or bottomed out stiff. That's your range from all the way loose to all the way stiff.
Is that 70?
Look, is that 64?
We got our live field
That's
reporter.
64?
Matt, he's on air. Matt, what's cooking?
He's froze up. Look. He's,
Oh, such great
he has
service
so
out
much
there.
Botox I can't see his feeling in his face at all. Matt, are you sad or are you happy? I can't tell. Nothing's moving. Matt's out. See, I told you there's no service there.
It would have been a boring question anyways, Justin.
Steve,
Yes.
what would it have actually sounded like?
Hey guys. Shout here at the Nationals. Hey 64.
No.
He's out.
Yeah. Gotta boot him.
Once again,
Boring.
no reception at Mudnats, but I'm
Hey.
sure he's having a great time.
Hey, Matt, if you can hear me, then your blotchy service, you're gonna have to get towards the front gate for sure to make that work. Otherwise, forget it.
You're man. Front gate.
The entrance gate to the Mud Gnats have the best service, and even then it's pretty
Mud
bad.
gnats just sound horrible.
Mud gnats?
Can you think about mud gnats? That'd be gross.
What's a mud gnat, Steve?
Like
I
a
mean,
gnat that lives in the mud? I don't know. Gnats are gross, so a mud gnat?
What do you mean?
cricket?
Mud cricket? A
Mud
dirty
crickets-
cricket.
No, I found out what
Is
a
it,
mud cricket
oh, is it boom boom?
No, it is. Mud crickets are like
Turds.
barflies.
What's a barfly?
Like go to
a
the bar,
horsefly?
take one home?
Ew.
Yeah.
A swamp donkey. Okay, I like
Someone
it.
was talking about mud crickets this weekend, and I'm like, what the hell is a mud cricket? I felt so out of touch.
That's disgusting.
I am. Yes.
We
Chase.
got Gus locked in. Gus,
Gus.
take it away.
Hop on the bus, Gus.
What's up, guys?
How's it going, man?
We got a 2020 Can-Am XRC, and it's only got about almost 1,000 miles now, 52 hours. And somehow I ended up bending my front driveline.
Okay.
It's like completely U-shaped. Is that something you guys run into?
So we still have him?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we've seen it a ton, especially in racing. We don't see it very often in the sand or in the desert, like play car stuff. But we cannot run a factory driveline in the front of our race car without bending it every single time we go and race. It's just not adequate for the stress that we throw at it. I'll tell you what bends them. Two things. Landing on the throttle if you're in the air and on the rev limiter, whoop, bam, and you can bend the front driveline real quick. The other one that bends them is coming into a corner with braking bumps, really, really hard on the brakes. So you see that corner coming and it's all whooped out, and you're like bap, 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 on the brakes. That breaks front drive lines too. The fix for that is either slow down, which I can't do, and I don't recommend you do. The other fix is you buy a drive line from RCR Sandcraft. It's much thicker, bigger drive line, bigger U-joints that'll fix that. But let me tell you what you're going to run into next. Once you do the drive line in there and the drive line doesn't break, the next weakest link is going to be the front diff, and you're going to end up blowing up that front diff. There's a lot of things that fail in it: spiders, side bearings, side covers. So I would suggest maybe doing both, a drive line and tailoring your driving just a little bit down in the jump landings on the throttle and braking into a corner, and hopefully you keep that diff around. Make sense?
Thank you.
You got it, man.
About that driveline, I bought the chromoly one this morning from our RCV.
The driveline RCVs.
Yeah, RCV makes a killer drive line too. And I think you're going to be happy with that one. It'll definitely cure your issues. Just keep in mind, eventually you're going to find the weak link, and the next one's going to be the front diff, so be good with that. You got it, man. What's going on over here?
We just all followed your slap, and then I almost just got dipped. I went to go, and he caught my leg in the air.
What was that again, Steve? I missed it.
Here, catch it for me, Justin. There it is.
Yep, gonna lose it.
You guys, Mike Nisbet 73. Mud crickets make the world go round.
See what I'm talking about? I had no idea what a mud cricket was until I went to the Mud Gnats.
I'd never heard of a mud or a beer fly.
That's a bar fly.
A bar fly? That
No,
just
you've never
sounds-
heard that? How have you never heard bar fly?
I'm not that old.
You know, I'm.
No,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
mean. I'm not that old.
He got me pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, any age jokes I'm gonna be nailed on. Mitch, I can't believe you guys have 0 questions. We're gonna have to cut this short.
I'm answering every single one though.
Steve literally has all of them.
I'm answering every single question.
Oh,
Typing them.
well, hey, whatever. What are the typical questions
Nick
today?
Assetto 16 said, "Am I the only one watching this during class?"
Hey, Nick, what class are you currently screwing around in that we are more important?
Wait.
Justin.
Nick,
I got another question.
what do you got?
Says, just picked up a spring kit and it's super bucky in the whoops. Everything is set perfectly. What's the next step? Rebuild, revalve, because I just set up an appointment to do rebuilds, Justin.
Okay, I have your answer.
What should I
Number
do?
one, everybody's weight in a vehicle is different, and you could have more hanging off the back than the next guy. So if it's bucking in the whoops, it's one of two things. One, if the whoops are big, it could be bottoming out in the whoop and causing that, which means stiffening up your shock adjustment might cure it. The other one could be that the crossover ring in the back might be too close to the shock spring divider. If it is, it gets into it early and it causes a buck. So make sure that the rear crossover ring is at least 2.5 inches away from the divider in the rear, you might want to try raising it 1/2 inch and run the whoops again and see if it cures it. If it doesn't, the shock work will. So just let us know when we do the shock work and we'll tailor it for that.
I decided to give Matt some redemption here. He is back in service reception. Matt, what's going on, man? Where are you at?
I'm standing at the front.
Nope, no service.
Awesome, man. What are we doing out there this weekend?
Is that what it's like to be normal? It's gross.
And he's kicked off.
Yeah, hey Matt, I'm sorry bro, but there's no service out there and you weren't coming through, so you got the boot, which is, there's a bunch of grab ass around here.
Yeah, I need to get back to work.
That's for sure.
He just delegged me.
I do have something. Ramprat 943 said, how about having a Mitch and Milo Monday? What does
Mitch
that
and
even
Milo,
mean?
what does that mean?
Yeah, please be more
specific?
more specific on
I think
your,
that's only on
Mitch and Milo
OnlyFans.
Mondays.
OnlyFans. You want an OnlyFans page that's just Mitch
and Milo, that'd be hot.
For you, maybe. You psycho.
I'll subscribe.
I'm gonna put you back in your cage. That's bad.
Matt just texted me. He tried, you guys.
Hey, Matt, thank you very much for trying. Sorry about that. I appreciate you jamming out there too. What else do we want to talk about? Otherwise, we're gonna get out of here if you guys don't have anything else you want to ask. Which, according to Mitch, there's nothing else coming in.
Boys?
According to Josh, there's actually.
I'm waiting to hear back from the Mitch and Milo Monday thing.
Yeah.
Kind of curious on that.
Steve's got one.
Justin, in the past live feeds, Justin said to buy a cage made of chromoly. They seem to be made from Dom tube. Is that the same? And if not, who makes a cage of chromoly?
So here's Dom.
Yeah.
Right here.
The hell's Dom
Actually,
tube?
his name is Dom, and you definitely do not want a cage made of him because it's definitely really weak and soft.
Ooh.
True. I'm sorry, Dom, but I had to throw that out there.
Pilot hands are actually dirty.
Thank you very much. All right.
We got our
Deal.
last live.
To answer the last question, okay, hang on 1 second. Chromoly cages are made by a lot of people, especially if you ask. TMW, Jeffries, Geyser. Certainly out here on the West Coast, it's very common. Just ask them for an upgrade and they'll give it to you. If you've got somebody on the East Coast, maybe not as easy. DOM is better than mild steel and you'll probably be okay. But DOM stands for drawn over mandrel.
Thank you.
If you wanted to know
I was wondering what
tube
Dom
is,
was.
That's drawn over mandrel. Okay.
Okay.
DOM is better than mild steel. Chromoly is better than DOM. So choose chromoly if you can, and if you don't have an option, then DOM for sure. Thanks for signing on. Give me all your info, man. What do you got?
Okay, so just wanted to ask something about intercoolers.
Cool, go for it.
21 XP Pro. So should I be better off going with the CR intercooler upgrade or something like the Dyno Jet expansion cooler?
You know, very good question. The DynoJet expansion, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure about that one yet. Hang on 1 second, because Chase really wants to know how much. No, that's, take a look at your foot. Steve had his foot on there. But you can say that if you want to. I 250 all day, every day. I can't change it.
No? That's all, man.
So, this is actually a very technical question. It's going to be maybe a long answer. The CNR intercooler is more efficient than the factory one, and it will help you. That's going to give you lower intake temps and give you ultimately more power, or at least the power that it can make for longer while you're in it, up a hill. The DynoJet expansion is, I believe, separating the water from the radiator and the intercooler systems, and that's also a good thing. I'm making an assumption that expansion kit is what that is. I don't really know. Actually, can you tell me if that expansion kit is a reservoir separator or if it's something else?
Yeah, it is. The assembly in here.
Okay, so I recommend you do both. First, do the DynoJet kit because it's less money, and you're going to separate the cooling from radiator to intercooler. And we found a big difference when I had my turbo that we were racing for a while, of about 10 to 15 degrees in intake temps when we changed it. But there was no kit available at the time. We actually made our own reservoir. So I would do that first because it's cheaper. Now, if you're going to run the flash up, you're going to run the boost over 24, 25 pounds, then I would suggest the CNR system. You're going to need it, or as big as you can possibly get. I mean, more airflow, more better. If you relocate it to the rear, you have a whole lot more options, but that's a lot of money too. You got it, man. Have a good one.
Hey, Steve, can I borrow you for a second?
Yeah,
Need you over here.
come get me.
I'm doing
Where
some
you at?
science.
Steve.
I'm getting ready to ship.
I need you over here on the scale, Steve. Come on.
You're gonna have to get you're gonna have to get a big ass ticket for that one.
Come on, let's see.
I don't think we should compare weight.
I want to compare right now.
I'm
Chase,
fat.
I think I might be two of you.
Come on. What do you guys got?
I say 215.
215. And
Holy crap.
wow.
You would've
not
won that
right.
bet.
Look at that. Boom.
Okay, Josh, what do you think you are with a camera?
I say 200.
159.
Shit.
159 with a camera?
165.
Jesus.
You didn't even say 169, Chase? What's wrong with you?
Nope.
Yeah, you missed that one.
Oh, boom.
175.
175.
Hey.
You've been eating good.
Get on there, Tubby.
Hold on. Here we go.
Tubbs McGee. What do we got?
Oh, no, wait, back up.
What is it?
Get
What is it? What's going on here?
I'm not,
Chase, are you
I'm
gaining
on.
weight as
I'm
we
on. Get
speak?
your foot off here. I think I'm on.
He was almost 169.
Oh,
Look,
one foot.
Oh,
I'm fat.
it's almost 169. Go throw up real quick.
Admit your last.
174.
174 is the guess.
Dang, both of us were
Not
pretty
too
good.
bad.
Close.
Not too bad. You had too much lunch today.
I did.
An extra piece of pizza.
Damn.
Same here. I ate a pound too much.
Potato pizza.
One more
Potato
pound
pizza.
less. I'll be at
Good
my
job,
ideal
Chase.
weight.
You almost nailed it. 169. All right. I think we're probably out of here. You
Let's
guys
do
are
it.
giving me the cross-eyed look. We can split.
Let's split.
How about this?
What?
You guys, thank you very much. We really appreciate you watching. It's the only reason why we do this stuff. Thank you. Between now and Tuesday, think of questions that you have when it comes to geometry with regard to portals and big mud gnats type of stuff, because that's what's on our mind right now. We're going to cover it on Tuesday. In the meantime,
Stay
Chase,
tuned. Mike
really?
Dose has a great idea. He wants everyone in this feed to guess what Matt's weight is. And we'll be measuring Matt next week on Tuesday.
We need to go to the
all right.
scales at the dumps for that one.
scale it down. Sit it up. Sit it up.
Steve,
All right.
Yes.
Take
you
us
know
out,
what to
Steve.
do.
If you guys are looking to buy anything, please visit the website www.shocktherapist.com or call into the shop at 623-217-4959. Bam. I dropped my phone, but I don't want to break it, you know.